Three-time Pro Bowl tight end. Currently for the Tennessee Titans. Joining us this morning on the show, Delanie Walker. Delanie, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing great, my man. Thanks so much for joining us. And for you as a tight end, has it been difficult at all? What type of challenges is there when you have two different starting quarterbacks in the same season after Ryan Tannehill took over for Marcus Mariota a couple of weeks ago?
Probably the only difficult thing is the cadence. You gotta learn the cadence. You know, they say it differently, but at the end of the day, this is the NFL. Whoever's at that position, you got to be able to answer, catch the ball, know what you're doing, and pretty much that's how I look at it.
Really? So there's really no difference in terms of styles or adjusting to a quarterback's tendencies? Really no challenge there?
I mean, if you want to get critical, I would say that Ryan may throw the ball a little harder, get it out of his hands a little faster. That's probably about it. But at the end of the day, if you was throwing me the ball, I'm going to catch it. So I think that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in the league for such a long time, more than a decade now. Are you the type of player that talks to the quarterback about what his tendencies or likes or dislikes are to try to make him comfortable? Is that part of the role of being a veteran in that huddle, in that locker room for that long of a time?
No, I don't think I do anything like that. I don't want to, scare the guy. I'm the type of person that tell him if I'm even, I'm winning. If you need someone to get the ball to, throw it to me. Like, I'm giving him confidence to release that ball to me. If he did have some tendencies where he felt like if I was even, he didn't want to give the ball. So I'm over here. I won't say, oh, this is a bad tendency of you. I give him pointers of like, if I'm even, I'm winning. If you need to get rid of the ball, throw it to me. And them the type of messages I give my quarterbacks.
Delanie Walker joins us this morning on the show, three-time Pro Bowler. Now, you've been in the league since 2006, so you're doing something right. What is the key to remaining young at 35 years old and still being able to play at your best and stay healthy, which you've been able to do for such a long time in the NFL?
I would have to say, taking care of my body is the main thing I do is cold tubbing, rehabbing, getting the treatment that I need after every game, hot tub, massages, and then, eating right is always the best thing you can do. Whatever you put in your body is going to feel it. And I think that's what's been giving me the edge on being able to play this game so long.
Delanie Walker joins us this morning on the show. I saw you tweet out a picture of your Halloween costume, which was pretty awesome. You had the devil mask on. It had the horns on. You had the fly red suit as well. And then you tweeted that you had a beer for breakfast on Sunday morning. How can you put down the beer for breakfast?
No, man, it's Johnny Cash. Come on.
No, that was awesome, though.
Yeah, it was. It was. No one knew who I was. It was crazy. I literally walked around this event. No one had any idea that was me, and I thought that was awesome. Just to feel like, normal. So it was great. And then that quote, man. Johnny Cash in that black suit. Even though I didn't have a black suit on, I just felt like that Johnny Cash moment. So I just thought that was a great quote from one of his songs, and I just had to put it out there.
Yep, it's one of the best. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled in my closet through my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. That was pretty cool. Delanie Walker joining us this morning on the show. You are teaming up with FedEx and the USO to support military veterans and their families as they prepare for life after military service. Why is this cause close to you and what you'd like to bring to the table as an NFL veteran?
Because you got to understand the women and men that protect this country, and they do a really good job at doing that, and they sacrifice their life to go overseas and make sure that we're safe every day. So I'm able to play this game with no worry. So when they transition out of the military, it's always great that they can have an opportunity to either get that one-on-one training or finding a job or giving a job can put them in a better situation after retiring from the military.
And you actually have a pair of service members that are working inside the Titans organization. So that's another element that you're talking about, life after military service. What do they bring to the organization?
Pretty much they help with at the stadium, ground keep, make sure we're able to, go out there and play fast on a nice field. And pretty much anything else that they need done at that stadium, they do a great job of doing that. I've heard great things about John and what he brings to the table. So I'm excited that we're able to do that here with the Titans, and especially at the stadium, giving him that job that can, change his life.
Delanie's going to meet some amazing men and women who have served our country and celebrate each of them as they prepare for the next chapter over the course of today and future days, as well as he teams with FedEx and the USO. There was a report yesterday that the NFL could be thinking about trying to do a team full-time in London, perhaps the Chargers. And who knows who that franchise might be in the future. Who knows when that will be. Perhaps you'll be retired by that point in time. But I'm wondering, from a current player's perspective, would you ever think about, if you could sign as a free agent, wanting to play full-time across seas in London?
Yeah, I've heard talk about us playing full-time in London. I think that would be great, but honestly, that's a long flight every time you got to travel for a away game, right? So if I had the opportunity, would I take advantage of staying in London? Sure. But would it be good on the body on traveling that far every game? I'm not really sure. And but given the opportunity, I'll probably play for London.
Really?
London.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because there's a lot of life stuff that goes into it. We just see you on TV and figure, well, you put on a helmet, you put on shoulder pads, you go out and play football. But there's a whole life involved. And you'd have to live full time there. And if you have kids or, people that had kids, guys that had kids would have to enroll them in school there if they move the family out there. If they didn't, their family would be somewhere across the pond. And those are all things that you'd have to weigh and kind of look at. So in your mind, those challenges would be worth it to go out there and play for a full season in London.
Yeah, them are things you got to look at. Like you said, it's so much surrounding that opportunity to play in London. Do you bring the family? What school do you put the kids in? The travel, the living situation. You probably going to be just you and your family. You're going to be the only family members you have out there in London. So, I mean, it's stressful, but at the end of the day, you got to look at, is it a great opportunity for you? Is it a great opportunity for the NFL? And then also taxes. What's the taxes purposes? Because you always got to look at that at the end of the day as well.
Yeah, no doubt. So what makes you feel like, if I had that opportunity, I would want to do it?
Maybe because I'm so I'm late in the. I mean, I'm been playing for 14 years now. I think that why not? It's a great opportunity for me to live in London for a year or two and get some exposure there. Why not do it? I'm late in my career where I feel like I can do that. I can probably make that transition with the family and do it the way I want to do it, and just take advantage of an opportunity to play in London.
Mm-hmm. Delanie Walker joining us this morning on the show, 13-year NFL veteran, 3-time Pro Bowler, member of the Tennessee Titans, and Delanie's working alongside FedEx and the USO today to support military veterans and their families as they prepare for life after military service. Really cool stuff, Delanie. I appreciate you dropping on by, my man. Thanks so much for doing it.